In an attempt to combat the internally low self-loathing feelings that narcissists have about themselves, they create a false sense of self, a delusional identity to which they believe and portray to the world as being powerful, perfect, and superior to all. This delusional image, however, is not easily maintained, requiring external reinforcements to remain alive, as much as you and I need oxygen to breathe. So they are forever seeking out targeted sources of supply in which to fulfill this external validation needed to feasibly maintain this facade. The narcissist's ultimate prey is one who not only can fulfill these external demands, but will too serve as a means of looking good to others, with them standing by their side, as well as someone that will keep them intrigued, someone of a bit of a conquest, someone to which gaining control over will feel like a challenge that will serve as a hefty boost to their self-esteem and ego after they successfully achieve victory and conquer this challenge. As such, they typically set out on the hunt, seeking to find a successful, educated, well-rounded, well-liked individual to take down as their main kill. Being the greedy, always hungry for more supply individuals that they are, rest assured that doesn't mean they are sparing the vulnerable, wounded, or naive. The narcissist corners and traps these individuals all the same, serving as a backup source, a snack, if you will, for when the main kill comes up short, or the narcissist develops a taste for something different on any particular given day. Narcissists have a mastery in their ability to manipulate others. They have an impressive capability of mirroring and morphing their personality, mannerisms, and behaviors to mesh with that of the target at hand, possessing an almost chameleon-like quality by camouflaging their likes, dislikes, interests, hobbies, habits, and style to resemble and blend with the other person, appearing to be remarkably like the other. Two peas in a pod that were just destined to meet. Wasting no time, narcissists quickly start baiting their targets, luring them in with their charisma, flattery, and charm, encouraging the other to let down their guard by being attentive, understanding, caring, and kind. Once the target has the bait, the narcissist initiates the detonation to what will eventually lead to the target's ultimate destruction, the ever so powerful and dangerous love bomb. Narcissists, as well as psychopaths and sociopaths, are very prone to love bombing, using it as a way to gain control over the other person through the means of attention and affection, masking their extremely toxic, insecure true selves until they are certain they have gained control over the other, showering their targets with praise, attentiveness, extravagant gifts, and acts of kindness, pretending to resonate with the pain the other has experienced, enticing them and making it easy for them to open their heart and okay for them to be vulnerable, because they understand you, fulfilling what we as human beings long for and desire more than anything in this world, more than anything in life, to be loved, to matter, to be understood, and to feel like we belong. They become the person you have been searching for your whole life, the person you dream about sharing your life with, the person you hoped all your past lovers would one day eventually become. The results of love bombing are so powerful because of the effects it has on you. It is what allows the narcissist to be able to continuously bait you along, for you to tolerate endless amounts of pain and abuse, and keep you coming back for more, doing anything for just another taste, anything to get back to how it was, constantly chasing that buzz, longing to have back the person you met at the beginning, the one who won your heart, your soulmate, your dream come true. The effects of love bombing not only make them powerful, but lethally dangerous as well. It is why love bombing is quite possibly the deadliest weapon a narcissist has up their sleeve, and why the idealization stage or love bombing stage of the narcissistic relationship is in reality the most cruel stage of them all. It is within this stage where the development of the trauma bond initiates, a one-sided bond that forms between the narcissist and the target, eventually leading the target to be completely and utterly dependent upon the narcissist, to which they will believe they can't survive without them, and they think they will never find anyone better. Love bombing works because of this underlying desire humans have to belong, to matter, and to be loved. Because the instinctual way we all dream and hope to one day find the ideal image of what our perfect partner would be like, the one from as long as we can remember, have each created in our minds. It works because you were able to find that person that the rest of the world never gets to find, the perfect partner. The aftermath of love bombing, along with the bond development that was initiated from the love bombing, is why survivors have a hard time moving on, letting go, and it keeps them continuously going back to the narcissist time and time again, because the narcissist handed them what they desired more than anything in this world on a silver platter. The narcissist brought the person they had only ever dreamed about finding to life, dangling that person over their heads while they manipulated, demoralized, devalued, and depleted the survivor's sense of self, just before they brutally and abruptly turned around and took it all back, tossing them away like a piece of trash, leaving them lost, confused, and feeling as if all hope is now gone, pining over them because they feel like they won't survive now in their absence. Truly accepting the reality and entirety of this is one of the hardest things a survivor of narcissistic abuse will ever have to do. To fully be able to admit to themselves that the entire time they were being real, truthful, and genuine, the person presented to them during the love bombing stage wasn't real at all, that person never existed. It was a deception, an illusion, a mask worn in order to get them to open their heart, their soul, and hand over the control of their minds. That the narcissist love was conditional based on whether you do what they want you to do. That all their promises for the future were empty. That the words they spoke never came from the heart, but were just what you wanted to hear. That you were their way of weaving a false reality to escape their own emptiness. That they used your genuine heart in order to feel special and alive, robbing you of your best self, draining and exhausting you of who you are, only so they could feel victorious and get a boost in their ego. Because of the pain, that sucker punch in the gut feeling that admitting this to yourself and accepting it will bring about, survivors go through a denial period. Despite consciously being in tune to their feelings of exhaustion, betrayal, emptiness, and alone, they desperately hold on to the idea of getting that illusion back. They seek alternative reasonings as to why all of this is happening. They become determined and fixated on changing the narcissist and saving the relationship, oftentimes continuing to endure this abuse for years and even decades to come. Survivors, as hard as this is to accept and admit, in order to live the life you deserve, the life you imagined in your mind, the one you spent the better part of your life desiring to have, you have to accept this, all of it. You can't save them. You can't fix them. You can't change them. You will never get back that person you're holding on for, longing for, because they didn't exist. I know it's brutal. It's not fair. It fucking sucks, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, it is crucial. It is imperative in order for you to have a life of happiness, contentment, a life that you, without a doubt, deserve. You have to accept this. Take back the control. Don't let this weapon they detonated to destroy you take you out. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you know, and you do matter. You are enough. Stop focusing on them. Stop worrying about them. Stop going down that rabbit hole of chasing the illusion that never existed. Stop. Let it go. Start focusing on you. Start fixing the relationship you have with yourself. Start loving yourself enough to be free of all the bullshit that a narcissistic relationship brings about. You deserve so much more than the narcissist will ever be able to give you. Remember that, and remember who you are. Love yourself enough to be free, and live the life you were born to live.
For more information about narcissistic abuse, watch this next.